Phillis Wheatley, Complete Writings is a poetic anthology crafted by Phillis Wheatley, a remarkable individual who, despite her enslaved status, was fortunate enough to receive a comprehensive education through her association with an American family. In 1767, she published her maiden poem, a significant achievement that brought considerable acclaim to her benefactors. Critics have underscored the prescience of Wheatley's literary prowess, noting that her poetic style foreshadowed the Romantic movement of the 19th century. Originally published in 1773, this comprehensive compilation of Wheatley's poetry, letters, and reflections from the 18th century found a new audience when Penguin Classics reissued it in 2001, making her body of work accessible to a wider readership. Complete Writings commences by offering an insightful introduction into the background of this exceptional young girl. Phillis Wheatley arrived in Massachusetts from West Africa in 1761, a tender age of 7 or 8. Named after the ship that bore her to America, she was sold into the Wheatley family, where her duties included assisting in the upbringing of the Wheatley children. At an early stage, Mrs. Mary Wheatley discerned Phyllis's natural aptitude for languages. Under Mary's meticulous guidance, Phyllis embarked on an erudite journey that encompassed a spectrum of languages, from Latin to English. She devoted herself to the intensive study of classical luminaries like John Milton and Virgil, with Milton emerging as a particular source of inspiration, igniting her aspiration to become a poet. Her poems, hymns, elegies, and narratives earned her a prominent place in the pages of Boston's most esteemed newspapers. Complete Writings offers readers an array of writings delving into an array of religious and moral themes. Remarkably, Wheatley seldom unveiled her own life experiences in her writings. Critics attribute this reticence to her complex feelings about the intertwining issues of slavery, religion, and faith. She chose not to overshadow her literary endeavors with her personal emotions, preferring to keep her compositions uncluttered. Although Wheatley rarely ventured into writing about her own life and the tribulations of slavery, this anthology includes one of the few poems where she did so, offering a poignant glimpse into her thoughts on the subject. The poem on being brought from Africa to America serves as a poignant testament to Wheatley's complex emotions regarding Christianity and slavery. In its verses, she grapples with the paradoxical interplay of her disdain for the cruelty of slavery alongside its role in introducing her to the profound teachings of Christianity. Wheatley's devout commitment to God and Christianity is unmistakable in her body of work. The Wheatley family, devout members of the New South Congregational Church, undoubtedly nurtured her religious fervor. Among her spiritual compositions, a hymn to the evening stands out. This hymn employs classical and mythological imagery to exalt the magnificence of the sunset, emphasizing how it unveils the divine glory of God. The speaker yearns for the ability to capture a fragment of this celestial spectacle, preserving it in their heart for all eternity. Similarly, a hymn to the morning employs the beauty of nature and the relentless passage of time to illuminate how God's splendor is continually revealed in the tapestry of daily life. Throughout her literary oeuvre, Wheatley seamlessly interweaves classical allegories and metaphors with contemporary themes, unveiling the timeless nature of all things and the eternal essence of God. Wheatley's distinctive fusion of classical grandeur with contemporary sensibilities sets her apart from her contemporaries in 18th century America and Europe. This unique blend of the classical and the modern foreshadows the literary tendencies of later Romantic movement writers, affirming her position as a trailblazer of her era. In addition to her devotion to religious subjects, Wheatley employed her literary talents to advocate for political change as her renown and command of the English language burgeoned. She began composing letters addressed to monarchs and political leaders, leveraging her influence to champion various causes and ideals. Among Phillis Wheatley's most renowned compositions, To His Excellency George Washington stands as a notable testament to her admiration for Washington's unwavering commitment to the principles of freedom and justice. Another remarkable example of Wheatley's political writings is found in To the King's Most Excellent Majesty, where she commends King George III for his decision to repeal the Stamp Act, a pivotal measure that eliminated taxes on certain documents during postal transactions. A distinctive entry, To the Right Honorable William, Earl of Dartmouth, His Majesty's Principal Secretary of State of North America, celebrates a colonial appointment, showcasing Wheatley's versatile subject matter. Phillis Wheatley's literary legacy is celebrated not only for its thematic diversity but also for its artistic prowess. Within Complete Writings, readers encounter her poignant tribute to George Whitefield, an evangelist, arguably her most renowned work. The elegy, On the Death of George Whitefield, paints a vivid portrait of Whitefield as a man of honor, dedicated to the betterment of both America and Africa. Wheatley, a fervent believer in the transformative power of the written and spoken word, lauds Whitefield for his mastery of these mediums. The writings featured in Complete Writings exemplify Wheatley's fondness for literary finesse. Her poems and letters, while seemingly straightforward in structure, possess a deceptive complexity that leaves readers pondering profound questions. Through her works, Wheatley encourages contemplation of themes such as divinity, freedom, human nature, and the unifying force of language. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.